I first met Crawford when I was a freshman and I had art with him. And we were really, really close back then too. Like I used to skip my SAT prep class to go in his class, well, to stay in there 4th and 5th period. And I also have Miss Kim Raj, and I used to skip her class to stay in his class. That was pretty great.
So I met Crawford because at first I had Sergeant Thomas, and then one day he yelled at me to take off my sweater. And when people yell at me, I can't do it.
I met Crawford. I always knew he was here because my freshman year, Desire had him. But I met him my junior year in TV Production 1.
So then I slammed the door, and then I went to Mr. Reed.
I met Crawford my junior year when I started his computer graphics class.
And then that's when Mr. Reed and Crawford were co-teaching, and he was like, come on, I'll take you in here.
I met Crawford my freshman year. I took him for Art 1, and I almost failed. And then I really didn't start talking to Crawford till junior year with Antonia and Desire.
So he took me into Crawford's class, and then I was just sitting there, and I was sitting there for like 3 weeks, and then Mr. Reed was like, you know what, we should just transfer you into this class. And I was like, yeah.
So the first time I met Mr. Crawford was, I think, my sophomore year. I saw him down the hallway, but I didn't really know him. But I actually started talking to Mr. Crawford in my junior year, and that's when I took computer graphics, and then we started to get to know each other.
Crawford was just like, who's that girl? And I'd be like, hey.
I first met Mr. Crawford my freshman year when I had Art 1. And I saw that he was around computers and I always wanted to do computer graphics. So at the end of the year, I kind of told him by my senior year, I'm gonna lead this team.
So I kind of met Crawford by Miss Kim Raj, because the two is always together. And he kind of looked at one of my drawings one day and said it's cool. And then he wanted me to draw something up for TV production. So I kind of met him through that for the most part.
I remember I had TV 1 junior year, walked in there for 4th period, and he was just sitting there looking at me.
My funniest moment with Crawford was definitely 2019 prom. I remember Crawford. I ain't gonna tell everybody. Just know, I know, you know. Well, Abigail knows. We know what happened.
Funniest moment with Mr. Crawford would be when he yelling at Justin.
Hey Justin, that B-roll from the last episode was trash. Justin, your book? Seriously?
Cause his B-roll is trash.
Funniest moment, it was probably when there was somebody and they were doing a promposal, and then we had footage of it, and I think I was the one who said, or it was Desire, and I was like, she looks different. And he was like, yeah, she actually looks nice. And we were like, you're calling her ugly?
I think the funniest memory I have is when Chris said light skins, Mr. Crawford's light skins. He said light skins are a certain something. And we got on a whole nother topic, but Mr. Crawford wasn't paying attention. That was the last thing he heard. So now I was like, oh, that's like Mr. Crawford. And he thought I was talking about that. So he threw a paper ball at my face.
Pretty much anytime we record the Hornet News because one of us is always doing something goofy.
Hey, it's Asia. I'm here with my man Jay Breezy, and we about to get
We're silly.
Any conversation that I have with Crawford is just funny.
I can't really say I have one funny moment because every moment I'm with Crawford is always funny. It's always a blast to be around Mr. Crawford.
I think my funniest moment with Mr. Crawford is when he actually proposed. It was probably like a month ago when he proposed that I would have like my own kind of interview thing. I really wasn't thinking about it like that because I was like, what do I really have to bring to the table? But we started brainstorming ideas. It got pretty funny, so it was a great moment.
The funniest moments with Crawford is when he wants me to do something and I don't do it. I know you did not just say TikTok Treyway, and we just go back and argue. And it's just, it's funny because when I want something done, he don't do it. So respect is respect.
It would have to be like just our one-on-one conversations, because Crawford, he just more than just a regular teacher. He really has a lot of wisdom, but you have to talk to him and accept it.
everything, man. It's just, I love being in TV production. I like being in his room. He a cool dude. He just fun to be around. And if I had Crawford all day, I'd be good.
My fondest memory was the very first Hornet News he let me be in. I'm famous now.
My fondest memory of Crawford, is it was me, Trey, Josh, Malachi, and someone else, but it doesn't matter. Anyway, we were basically just talking about comics or whatever. And we were talking about Iron Man 2, and that I believe personally that Iron Man 3 is better than Iron Man 2, but we're not gonna get into all that. And we were just going back and forth, and it was just the day I realized his opinion doesn't matter.
My fondest memory is when the first thing I ever edited got put on the news report, and he actually encouraged me and said it was good.
I cannot.
What I'm gonna miss the most is probably just the way Crawford encourages me, and I feel like he believes in me a lot more than I believe in myself. Like when it came to TV production, like I'm really good at editing, but oftentimes I'd be like, oh, I can't do this, Even with like college stuff, I'm like, I can't do this, I'm not gonna be able to survive, and he always seems to believe in me more than I'll ever believe in myself, and that's something I'll always appreciate from him.
The thing I want to miss most about Crawford is just, I feel like his humor, definitely the humor, and like, I don't know how he always kind of just like could cheer me up. I mean, I'm never really sad, but.
I'm definitely gonna miss recording all the sports events and editing them, because he allowed me to show my creative side when it came to editing.
I'm gonna miss being around all these people, like the TV production staff and all that, and filming for every week and Hornet News, and just not being able to contribute and have fun and talk and laugh with everyone here. Right?
What I'm gonna miss the most is, I guess, the family that TV production is. I'm pretty sure everybody said it, but when you go in there, you're always welcomed. I don't think there's ever been a time where somebody went in there with a bad mood. And if you do go in there with a bad mood, you're definitely leaving with a more positive attitude.
I think the thing I'm gonna miss the most is being able to walk into Crawford's room and just knowing that I have a place to just relax and step away and just step away from school for a second. You really, in his room, you just have a place to, be yourself and just relax with people that, you like.
I'm definitely gonna miss being able to be as creative and open-minded as I am in his class. I don't have to dumb myself down or try to act like someone I'm not. He needs all the energy and creativity that I have, so it makes it better.
I'm gonna miss having a place where I could just sit down, be myself, and just hang out. I don't gotta worry, I don't gotta stress about grades, I don't gotta stress about anything else, I don't gotta stress about an essay that's about to be due at 11:59. I could just go in there, chill out, and just be myself.
I'm honestly gonna miss just being with Crawford. Any time with him is just an amazing moment. He's such a good person. And yeah.